Come on, my son, get in there. Back of the net. Hey everyone, it's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United. Thank you for joining me on this glorious Sunday afternoon. Manchester United have just beaten Burnley away from home 2-0 in the Premier League. Have some of that, Burnley, you bunch of weirdos. How does that feel? Great performance from Manchester United in the end. Very dominant, especially in the first half. The result was pretty much a foregone conclusion by half-time. Manchester United already 2-0 up. The second half was quite flat. Wasn't as good a performance from United in the second half as it was in the first. But generally, I'm just so happy that Manchester United managed to go and get another away victory, another win. It adds to our unbeaten run in the Premier League, which runs back all the way to October when we lost against Chelsea. Since then, we've gone unbeaten. It's another 3 points in the bag. It's another clean sheet for Manchester United. It's Martial getting on the score sheet after a bit of criticism. It's Rooney getting on the score sheet after coming back into the side. Oh, it feels good to be a Manchester United fan. Sorry, I've just washed my hair actually, and it's got all freaky, so sorry about that. But yeah, if you're joining me, I'm sure you're pretty buzzing as well, just to get the victory after a really good performance in the last game in the Premier League. We had to keep it going. Burnley, it's going to be a tough game. Manchester United had some injury problems going into this game as well, which we all know about. We've got some serious issues. Zlatan Ibrahimovic picking up a knee ligament injury in the last game, towards the last game. It looks like he's going to be out for a very long time, at least the rest of the season. So it was a question mark who was going to be coming in. It was actually Wayne Rooney. He's basically coming to the side today, and he's got himself on the score sheet, courtesy of one of the most hilarious goals I've seen in a long time, which is just like a sort of scuffed, deflected effort. But they all count. Really good goal to put the game to bed for Manchester United. We also had Marcus Rocco get injured in the last game also. So at the back four, Daley Blind had to come in there, and he slotted in faultlessly. I mean, what I would say in this game is that I don't think Manchester United's back four was ever really challenged by Burnley. It was much like the game against Chelsea, actually. You know, Burnley, they tried, but they didn't really have too many chances. Manchester United kept them at bay. We nullified them, and I think that's down to Jose Mourinho's tactical genius again, because he's basically got Marouane Fellaini on there, the big Belgian tree himself, playing like an anchorman in front of the back line, and sometimes slotting back in there to make an extra centre-back with that big bushy Belgian bonce of his. And it worked a charm, yeah, because Burnley played with two up top there, and it just completely nullified them, took them out of the game. We had more numbers than them in that department. Fellaini was a beast in there today in the centre of the midfield. I have to say that, just won so many headers, won so many challenges, interceptions, all that sort of thing. Very influential in the game, I thought, anyway. Paul Pogba as well, I want to talk about him. These couple of players that I'm just talking about now I have criticised quite heavily over the season, and rightfully so, but recently there's been an upturn in form there. Paul Pogba today I thought was very good in terms of just his battles in midfield, won a lot of them. His passing was on display today. He had a chance right at the end of the game there, which was just sheer class. That's the player that we signed. He's got the ball up, he's beaten a couple of men, he's driven toward goal, and it took a very good save to stop a blistering shot from Paul Pogba, making it 3-0 at the end of the game there. He's had a hand in both the goals, and he's also, unlucky not to get on the score sheet today. So Paul Pogba, fair play to you, pal. I actually want to talk about the goals today. The goals were pretty funny. The first goal, as I say, the second goal, the Rooney goal, was funny, but the goal of the game was definitely Anthony Martial. What a goal that was. It was Dimitar Berbatov-esque in the sense that it was received deep by him in Manchester United's half, and he's driven it towards goal with a fantastic run. He's laid it off to a teammate. He's got it back after running into space, and he's just cool as a cucumber, slotted it past the keeper with a fantastic finish. That was a stunning goal in every way for Manchester United. The counter-attack, the skill involved, the finish. Anthony Martial made that goal. He started it and he finished it. Great bit of play from him. That's just a stunning Manchester United goal right out of the playbook. So lots of positives to take from this game today. Just actually, Anthony Martial's general performance was stunning. What a great performance he put in. As I say, coming for a lot of criticism recently. And a lot of it right, because he's the sort of player, you don't know whether mentally he's in the game or mentally he's like sitting on a beach in the Caribbean or something, drinking out of a coconut. Because sometimes it just seems like he's not even in the freaking game. He turns into the invisible man. But today we actually got Anthony Martial out there on the pitch. And when he's playing, when he actually wants to play, he's one of the best players in the world. You can say what you want, it's a bold statement, but on his days, as good as anyone, So why can't he just do that more often? I don't know. It's a consistency thing with Anthony Martial. He seems to need to be up for it to really perform. Last couple of games, he's not been overly great, before the Chelsea game, this game. But now it looks like he's, knuckling him down. He's putting in some good performances. That's what we want to see more of Anthony Martial. But today, he was my man of the match. Just his general play was excellent. He scored that first goal, which was absolutely majestic. He's had a hand in the second goal. The second goal was hilarious. Paul Pogba gets a lot of credit as well for the second goal because his hold-up play, his vision has created that goal. He's won the ball there. He's held it up. And he's just putting a little through ball into the path of Anthony Martial. He's beaten his man and he's got his shot off at the keeper. The ball's just sort of landed behind the keeper. Wayne Rooney scuffed it in somehow into the back of the net. But that was all created from Paul Pogba and Anthony Martial. And those two players were very key for Manchester United today. I want to have a little chat about Wayne Rooney. He's not featured for a long time. Our captain today, of course. He's coming out of necessity, really, because Zlatan Ibrahimovic is injured. Some of the injury problems Manchester United have got have sort of meant that Rooney's inclusion today was needed. But I thought he put in a good performance for United. It's like he's not played a lot of football recently. He got to cut him a bit of slack there. And he's performed to a reasonable standard. He scored a goal at the end of the day. They all count, whether it's a stunning counter-attacking, sweeping move like that Anthony Martial goal, or whether it's a little Toby sort of, spastic goal like Wayne Rooney scored there. Sorry, not very PC, but you know what I mean? Just some crazy goal that Rooney scored there. They all count. They all count. So really good performance. Happy for Wayne Rooney coming back into that side and getting on the score sheet and captaining the side once again. Fair play to him. It does look like he's going to be leaving Manchester United in the summer. It really does. But while he's here, he can still be useful. He's still fighting for Manchester United and the cause, trying to help as much as he can. Fair play to you, Wayne Rooney. That's what I want to see. Thanks for coming on today and scoring a goal, Generally, as a team performance, it was very good. The back four didn't have too much to do. Burnley, we nullified Burnley basically, and Marouane Fellaini just mopped up everything in front of them anyway, so they didn't really have too much to trouble with. The rest of the side, as I say, performed to a decent standard. I was surprised that maybe Marcus Rashford wasn't starting this game there, but perhaps being saved for the game midweek in the Europa. But when he came on, the game was pretty much just dead at that point. I was expecting Marcus Rashford to come on and do some damage, but when he did come on, the game was basically over. Not too much happened after that, apart from that Pogba chance, really. But yeah, I mean, we march on now. We've got the 3 points. Good victory, good performance against a decent Burnley side who we should always be beating, 99 times out of 100. Luckily, these were one of those 99 times today. The jobs are good and 2 goals, clean sheet, happy days. Have some of that, Burnley. And Manchester United just need to keep it going now because we are still in the hunt for these top 4 spots. We can get there. It's just a matter of who wants it more now. United have got some horrible games coming up, actually. We've got these 2 ties against Celta Vigo, the Spanish Fairies. Watch out for them. They're apparently a decent side, and it's going to be a tough tie. I fully expect Manchester United to come out on top in those games. But those are a couple of really tough and dangerous games at the moment for Manchester United. We've also got City coming up. We've got Spurs coming up soon. It's horrendous for Manchester United. It's make or break time for United now. What's going to happen between now and the end of the season? This is where men are made and, the boys go off to cry. But Manchester United have got to just keep winning games, keep believing. These are the sorts of games that we need to be winning. These are the sorts of games that we drew earlier on in the season, which has cost us. Because if we'd have won these games, which we should have won, then we'd be right up there in the top 4 spots quite safely, I would imagine. Just good that we managed to do it. We're back to winning ways now. A couple of really good victories for Manchester United. If you're joining me, I just want to say thank you very much for tuning in to this live match reaction on Flying Pig United. If you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe. Also, please do smash a like on this video and share this video if you so wish. It's much appreciated. I'll just take a couple of comments, read a couple of you guys' comments here. Antony says Pogba is good. He was good today. He's not been overly good all season long. In fact, at times he's been like a complete light bulb headed buffoon at times. Really disappointing. But then he's coming with a lot of pressure. He's got a lot of expectation on his shoulders. He's coming for a huge price tag, and he's slowly starting to live up to that. I mean, today he was much more like the player that I expected Manchester United were going to sign. So he just needs to keep doing that on a more consistent basis. He was effectively a match winner today because some of the play he had was really good. He had a play in the first, had a hand in the first goal, that bit of play, and in the second goal, of course, he's had a good hand in that play as well. So that's an influential performance from Paul Pogba today. And that's what you freaking expect when you spend £89 million on a centre midfielder. You expect somebody to come in and drive the team and create and assist his teammates. But he did that really well today. He's just got to start doing it on a more consistent basis, of course, for Manchester United, because this is the big leagues. The Coconut Jam said we should start playing 3 at the back. Well, it certainly looked pretty decent when Fellaini was dropping back in there today, protecting that back line. He did a really good job of that. I like to criticise Fellaini, you know, he looks like a funny character, and often he plays like a freaking funny character. But today, he played like a good footballer. He's limited technically. We all know that. He's not the most skillful of players in the world. But in terms of either just a big target man up top or somebody further back down there to win everything in the air and protect the back four, he can do that job really well, and he showed that today. I mean, I know it's only Burnley we're playing against here. It's not like the freaking Barcelona. It's only Burnley, but you've got to beat who's in front of you, and Fellaini absolutely bossed it in the centre of midfield today. So mad respect to Marouane Fellaini. I don't often say this, but fair play to your son. And yeah, playing with a back 3 or 3 centre-backs, I mean, I don't know, something that Conte likes to do over at Chelsea, and Manchester United have tried it at times. Mourinho likes to try it from time to time, but I don't know. I like a back 4 myself. Casing says Lingard, Martial, these next games, these two need to step up. Yeah, Lingard and Martial, they 100% do. Martial today put in a really seasoned performance, stunning performance from him, and he's had a real hand in both the goals. The first goal was absolutely brilliant, simply wonderful. But he's got to start doing it on a consistent basis, as I was saying. So yes, next couple of games for him are huge. Same with Lingard. He's the same sort of player. One week he looks brilliant, next week he looks very average. It's all about consistency. You've got to start performing on a consistent basis at the very highest level if you're going to be playing in Manchester United side week in, week out, which not a lot of these players are doing at the moment. Just want to talk about Manchester United's injury problems at the moment. We do have some issues. You know, Smalling was already out. Blind's coming at centre-back today here. Jones is out. There's quite a lot of issues at the back, and Manchester United have got a lot of games coming very thick and fast. We've got to keep the lads fit that we've got at the moment, because now is the time that will tell where we're going to finish at the end of the season. The next few games are huge for Manchester United, so let's hope that we don't get any silly injuries in training or anything like that, and we get the players coming back into the side very soon, because we have got a little bit of a mini injury crisis at Manchester United at the moment. Anyway, I'm pretty much going to wrap it up there. We've beaten Burnley. Have some of that, you bunch of melts. Really good performance from United in the first half. Second half was just running out the clock effectively. We won the game, 3 points in the bag. And it's another clean sheet, which I'm really happy about. Another away victory. Manchester United, we've just got to keep winning these games, and hopefully we'll finish up there somewhere in those top 4 positions. But even if we don't, we've still got the Europa to win. That's the most important thing right now. I think it's more likely for United to win the Europa than it is to get top 4. So we've got to take these ties against Celta Vigo very seriously and get the job hopefully done, or at least give us a real good go of it for the second leg in the first game coming up. So there we have it. Thank you very much for tuning in to Flying Pig United. As I said earlier, please do smash a like on this video and make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed to stick around for upcoming match reactions. I need to get my hair cut. It's looking absolutely shocking. That's why I watched it after the game, because it was like it turned into a mini Marouane Fellaini, and it was not looking good. Definitely not as stylish as Marouane's either. So by the next time you see me, I'll probably have this bonce chopped. So, you know, look forward to that. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. This is The Pig. Hope you have a good rest of the weekend. And, of course, it's Monday tomorrow, which is absolutely gash-tastic. But at least we can go into work with our heads held high, because United haven't gone to Turf Moor and freaking lost or something. Thank you for tuning in. This is The Pig. Have yourself a good one. That didn't really work. Let's try that again. Thank you very much for watching. This is the Flying Pig on Flying Pig United. Take it easy, and I'll catch you very soon. Come on, United!